Okay,
There we go.
good. So you still have time for this?
Yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
awesome. Thanks.
I'll just let me just send an email real quick to my. I had one of my staffers I was going to talk to in 15 minutes, but I'll push him
Oh,
off.
okay.
He can wait though.
Okay. In the Philippines?
No, a local guy here.
How's Finn doing?
I don't know what he's going bonkers over right now. There we go. Yeah, no, I was glad I got to see Grandma before she passed. That was a good timing, you know.
Yeah. Do they know when the funeral is yet?
Next Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In Regina?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it or not.
Yeah.
Might be tough.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's more important to see them when they're alive.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like funerals are always a tough one because it's more about seeing your family and being there and supporting them. But
Yeah.
frick, it's tough. I don't know if we talked about it, but oh no, I talked about it with my cousin. But like flights again are like $600. It's crazy,
What?
man. Yeah,
Jeez.
I can fly to Thailand and back for that. You know.
No kidding. It's brutal.
Yeah, they hose you.
Mm-hmm.
I looked into like bereavements flights too. They have special rates and stuff, but apparently all they do is just waive like the fees and the taxes and stuff.
Oh, really? I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, yeah, you got to call in, and I don't know if you got to show any kind of proof or anything, but
Huh.
they do offer something
Well,
at
that's
least.
good they offer something, yeah.
So I'm gonna keep an eye on the flights. If I can get something under like 400, I'll probably go. But
600, my God.
yeah,
Take the train.
yeah, I could do that.
Work on the train overnight.
Never even thought about doing the train, but I'm sure there is one. Actually, I know it goes right to Saskatoon. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe they wonder if they have Wi-Fi on the train.
Yeah, probably, eh?
Yeah. It's good.
So what's new since last time I chatted with you?
Uh, Not much. Just trying to. Still haven't signed the papers with the Mac Media, so I'm anxious to get that done. And then I just got to start making calls, and Beth is going to try and get a little more aggressive on fulfillment by Amazon in the US and get some reviews. The one thing this Matt from the Mac Media thought would be a good idea is to like email all the customers
Yeah,
and just thank them as a CEO and we're a startup and like ask them kind of just I don't know how we're gonna word it, but curious as to why they bought the Pila case, and then we can kind of focus whatever that says, kind of focus our marketing around that a little bit.
yeah,
And then just telling the story. I got to do some kind of a video, I think, of just me telling, like a less than 2 minute kind of thing of my story.
yeah.
And so the story behind it sells more. So there's this lady who reached out. She does like pretty cool videos for startup companies. So she's just getting me some prices to do.
She's in Saskatoon.
No, she's actually out of the States, but she travels all over the world. She's in Thailand right now, and she's going to Hawaii. So she wanted to maybe see if we can work something out. She can get some footage in Hawaii and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the numbers coming on at that. But do you know of anyone who's good at
Yeah,
that?
I do. Let me know what you get back from this lady for pricing, because I don't know if you saw my video that I did for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
They did all the production on that, and there wasn't any B-roll or anything like taking shots of nature and that type of thing, but it's possible.
Okay. So how much what do you think, like, ballpark is it like?
Oh, it's tough to say, but like if you did something that was just like a couple minutes, like ideally you'd get into a studio and do like a green screen type recording,
Oh, okay.
kind of like how mine was, where it was a gray background, and then he was able to manipulate it and make it like so it's like a halo effect and dark background and all that.
Okay.
But that would be the perfect scenario. But
Yeah, or I was even thinking just, I don't know, like even for the video messages, kind of even something just like very simple. Like even me holding a camera, just like thank you for your, instead of just sending an email, sending a link or I don't know what kind of a video like that Jason Gennard that puts on that Mastermind Talk events. He did that a lot.
Yeah.
Like he'd send you an email and it would just be a video and be, hey Jeremy, thanks for registering. Have a great time here. It's just, I think that's a great way to.
Totally, yeah. And you don't need a big budget to do that. Like if you were planning on reaching out to your buyers, you have an email list obviously for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, just like you say, do a recording that's very intimate, personal,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And include it with your email as well as a link to like a survey or something that's like a simple 2 or 3 question survey.
Yeah, okay. No, that's good. That's what I was wondering when you thought of the survey too. That's probably easier than just, people would probably respond to a survey versus actually sending an email and saying, we bought the case because.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And you can use this service when you do your survey. It's called Survey Gizmo.
Okay.
I'll put it in I'll make it a clickable link here. It's in the chat there on Skype.
Okay, thanks, yeah.
That's the best one that I've found. There's another one called Survey Monkey, but they charge for some of the features that you're going to want where Survey Gizmo doesn't.
Okay, cool.
But even if they do, it's like $25 a month. You can set it up for your campaign and then shut it down again,
Okay. No, that's awesome. And then have you heard of Kit before for Facebook marketing?
Kit.
K-I-T?
No.
This Ed Tyson I met there too. He wrote an Amazon book or on how to sell on Amazon. I met him at that event and he sold like screen protectors. He's out of the UK and now he's selling 3D printer stuff. He's a great guy. But anyway, he said that Kit is slick. Like you can do Facebook marketing just through text basically.
Oh.
Find it? I don't know if you...
Is it just kitcrm.com?
Yeah, I think so. I just did Kit Facebook let me see. That's it.
It's this one, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah. No, I hadn't heard of this before.
Yeah, he said it's really good. He uses it a lot, so Beth's going to look into that too.
Cool.
Yeah, so, okay. So the video...
Oh, yeah.
The key is to do some videos for me, I guess.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you wanted to get something, produced where you've got like B-roll footage that's kind of talking, with you, scripting something out and talking, and whether it's you on camera or not, that type of thing, let me know what this lady comes back to you with, because I got a guy. He did all of my stuff here recently, or he did 4 testimonial videos from all my footage, and then did that produced video. I think it cost me $4,000 total.
Okay.
So it's not cheap by any means.
But I thought it was probably going to be more than that.
Yeah, well, typically it is. This guy's pretty good. He kind of does it on his own outside of the video agency that he works for. So he kind of, does it on the side type thing.
Okay.
But he's skilled for sure.
Yeah, no, that's good. And he does it right in Vancouver there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's good. I'll check. I'll see what she comes back with and then go from there.
Okay, cool.
Good. How about you? Anything else new?
Oh, busy weekend. I found out from this Canadian Olympic Committee crew that they need my presentations completed by Friday, so spent all weekend working on that shit.
Oh, yeah. How long?
How long are the presentations?
Yeah.
They're an hour each. One's on just social media in general for athletes, and the other one's on LinkedIn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but it's the networking component. Man, it's so frustrating working with these guys, even still, like, I've had, as much as I resisted, I'm taking a stance that says that I'm not going to do stuff for free for them, because they're asking for everything from me in kind, eh?
Oh, yeah.
They're treating me like RBC, like I'm not RBC.
Right.
You know?
You got to put food on your table.
Yeah. Like I haven't gone as far in a conversation with them yet to say like, would you guys work for free? But I'm going
Yeah.
to the next time that they say, no, we're not going to do this with you unless you do. Like,
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
it's kind of silly, but we'll see what shakes out with that.
That good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, so I don't know. Have you seen I updated my profile a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to share my screen so we can both look at the same
cool.
thing. See it?
It's just working here. Okay, got it.
Cool. All right. So first things first is what is your goal in upgrading LinkedIn? Like who are you trying to connect with?
Well, it's kind of two things. But the main thing I think should be, like the one thing is environmental consultant stuff.
Yeah.
But the front and center stuff is the open mind developments. And who do I want to connect with? I want to connect with like potential strategic partners. Possibly investors, and then more like eco-friendly retailers.
Yeah.
And I think probably the eco-friendly retailers is the main one.
Yeah.
And then what I'm wondering is, like, if I should separate open mind developments and Pila. So I have founder and CEO of Pila and open mind developments. Two separate ones, and the Pila one being more. Or I guess, and how does it work? Can you have like you'd have everything under Jeremy Lang, right? But
yeah.
Can you, when you're reaching out to someone, is there ways you can tailor it each time, or not? Not really. Or I guess, yeah. What do you recommend?
Yeah, definitely. So on the career side of things, as far as environmental, your role as an environmental consultant, who would you be connecting with that? Would it be like what's the job title of those people?
You know, it's more of a, and I was thinking more about that. Like if I were to go back into consulting, and it might not even be consulting, but like I did the Strengths Finder, and I've been working a lot with my coach, and a lot of my strengths are, well, team building.
Yeah.
And strategic thinking. Like futuristic, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I think those would be my strengths. If I was to go to any other company, I really think I could add value at a leadership level. Like bringing teams together and getting them to buy into a common goal and creating a good work environment. So that's kind of separate again. I think that's if I want to, try and find a job at a leadership level. That's what I would focus on. But
yeah,
I think right now my focus should be, Pila case sales.
Okay. Yeah, you can do both for sure. But if you're going to do like a campaign where you're actively looking at profiles of people that might be interested in distributing or selling your products or investing in open mind developments or Pila, then you're going to want to tweak a few particular things to make sure that they know what your purpose is, like what your intention is in reaching out, right?
That's the outcome I desire.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So what, I guess, let's just say, can we just run a scenario here? Let's just say we tweak it towards getting retailers, eco-friendly retailers.
Yeah.
So how would that work as far as, just roll that out. So we get the profile edited.
Yeah.
Kind of have the outcome I'm looking for, eco-friendly retailers to carry this eco-friendly case or something like that, better than that. But, and
Yeah.
then do you just start reaching out to people kind of thing? Or how
Yeah.
does that, what's the next step? I
Yeah,
guess.
for sure. So can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a free account because I can tell because you don't have the background on the top here. And I'll
Okay.
show you what I mean by that. So like on my profile, for example, you see I got this
Oh, yeah.
this like header at the top here, which doesn't
Mm-hmm.
look proper right now because I'm in edit mode, but with a premium account you can do that type of thing. The other things that you can do with a premium account is you can search for more people and you can view more profiles on any given day. So
Okay.
once you get things all optimized on your account, you might want to upgrade for 30 days for free. You can just click the upgrade button on yours. Yours is going to look a little different than mine because I have a premium account already.
Okay.
But you can upgrade to the one that's called Business Plus, and
Okay.
you get 30 days free for that. And it'll be worth it when you're ready to actively use LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how much is it like
60
monthly?
bucks, 60 a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
But
not cheap.
that's worth it for you.
It is when you're using it proactively because they
Right.
restrict things so much as far as like how many profiles you can view, and there's some software that I'll show you that
Okay.
you could set up some saved searches and go and view the profiles of your target audience so that they see that you're looking at their profile.
Okay.
And that's, the instant gratification that you'll get from actively using LinkedIn is that if you go and view those profiles of your target audience, they'll see that you are, and then ideally your headline should speak to them directly. So it shouldn't say everything. It shouldn't say, environmental consultants and this and that and da 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 da. Right? It should specifically say seeking eco-friendly retailers to distribute our products or whatever.
Okay.
Something that's very to the point and
Right.
straightforward. Right?
Okay.
So you can edit this feature, and if you just look at mine here again, so when I'm in edit mode on my account, you
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
whenever I roll over, I can like click on these and I can change what's in there, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So by
Okay.
default, yours is always going to say the title that you have and the company that you work for based on your most recent experience. It's always going to pull that in. So right here.
Okay.
So you can edit
Okay.
that, and you should edit it so that it's literally like think about what your target audience would want and what would be of value to them, and then make that your headline.
Okay.
And the other thing to consider too, and I'll show you because this is the section in LinkedIn that I'm referring to. So who's viewed your profile? With a free account, you only see the most recent 5 people. But with a premium account, you see unlimited over the last 90 days. So you can see lots of people, right? It just keeps refreshing and loading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what do you do with these? If someone's viewed it and it might be something that you're interested in, you just reach out to them?
yeah, exactly. So you'll see here that like here's a good example right here. So this guy right here, the only first impression that I get from him is his photo, his name, and his headline, right? And his headline you can see looks like it's cut off, right? It says end, and I don't know what the extra little bit is there, but if I go to his profile, I can see that it's end fuel price displays. So the point on that is that you want to make your headline 100 characters.
Okay.
If you make it, you can put up to 120, but you can see here that it'll only display 100 in who's viewed my profile. So you want to just
Right.
make sure that you have a complete sentence that's called to action within that 100 characters.
Spaces count?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And seriously, like just make it straight to the point too. Like,
Yeah.
like honestly, what I just said, like seeking eco-friendly retailers or seeking retailers looking for eco-friendly alternative products,
Right. Okay. Or sustainable products or something. Okay.
sustainable products. Yeah. Because it's a attention span thing, right? Like this is what separates LinkedIn from all the other social accounts is that you can see who's looking at your stuff, and if you don't capture their attention in like 5 seconds, they're gone, right? But
Okay.
to be proactive on it though too, if they don't reach out to you, at the very least you can see who's looking at your profile, and if you look at them and say like, oh, this person is the owner of a chain that has 7 stores in BC, you can then reach out to them a couple of different ways. One would be like, if we use this guy as an example again, he's a second degree contact, so I have a few options. One would be to just try and connect with him, which if you click that, you only have so many options here, and the only one that you can really use unless you have any experience with him as a colleague, classmate, or done business is to use the friend option.
Okay.
Which is fine. It allows you to send the invitation, but it's a little confusing sometimes for people, even though it doesn't really stand out that much. Like when they get the invite, it's not going to say in big bold letters, Jeremy says that you guys are friends. It doesn't. Right. It doesn't say that.
Right. Okay.
It's basically just a way for you to do it. But the limitation on doing it this way is that you only have 300 characters in this box to actually put your message.
Okay.
And you can't include links.
Okay.
At least clickable links. You can include a link without a http:// in front of it, but it wouldn't be clickable.
Okay.
So the other option would be to send an in-mail, and you can only get access to these if you have a premium account.
Okay.
So again, that's another reason why when you get ready to start using this actively to reach out to those retailers, you're going to want to upgrade and then leverage it as much as you can in the first 30 days.
Okay. Okay.
And then in-mails just work like an email. So you click on it and it's asks you for a category. So business deal in your case, subject line, message. You can include links in there, and I think you can put up to like 1,500 characters or 3,000 characters or something. So you can send a more complete message,
And you could link to a video in that message?
Yeah.
Or put a video in? Okay.
Yeah. You just want to make sure that every link that you put in has http:// in front of it. Otherwise, it won't work.
Okay.
LinkedIn is so buggy and clicky that it's brutal, man.
Okay.
But if you know the tricks, it's easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of the first part of it is to know, or is to optimize your profile to speak to that target audience. Upgrade to a premium account when you're ready. You can do all these changes before you upgrade. And then aside from that, as far as optimizing, here's a few other things. And by the way, all of my calls on Skype get recorded, so I can send you this video so you can go watch this over again if you want.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. So you've got your contact info in there already, which is good. You might want to remove this work one.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, you got Stantec in there too. Yeah. So the LinkedIn profile URL, you can update this. You can change it to / just your name. I'll show you where you can do that. So if I go to mine again, and then right here it'll show my URL.
Mm-hmm.
I can click into contact info, and then this little widget right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it allows me to change it right here in the top right. So it's just a good thing to do because then it's branded, right? So just make it / Jeremy Lang.
Okay.
If you can get it. Hopefully nobody else has taken it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's another thing. Also with your websites here, remove Stantec, of course, but you're going to want to add links to areas that might be of interest to those people. So like for mine, for example, I've got, you can see here, by default, it'll always say company website.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll always be preset as company website, which is what yours is, right? So these all say company website, company website, company website. They don't tell me what the actual links are. Even though I can see it in the bottom left of my screen, I can tell that this is Pila Case, this is Stantec, this is Open Mind Developments, but you want to customize it so that it actually says, Pila Case, eco-friendly iPhone cases.
Okay.
Distributor opportunities or retailer opportunities, right? And then in that case, you might link to a page on your website that talks specifically about, like, are you looking for more products that are, hot right now? Here's what we offer.
Right. Okay.
So that's another little piece that you can update that just helps with the overall branding.
Okay.
And the other thing would be a summary. So right now your next section is your background, which is just your job experience. What you want to do is add your summary, and I don't even know if you don't have one on here at all right now.
Yeah, I saw it pop up, but I didn't include it. So
Yeah,
what would that be? What should, I guess, let's just say we're doing, it's a Pila case
sure.
sales outreach. Yeah.
So here's an example. Let's look at mine again. You can move these sections around, by the way. So you're going to want to move summary up to the top.
Okay.
And they're just drag and drop type things when you're in your editor.
Okay.
But you can see what I put on mine is, again, I put my contact info because sometimes your contact info here is hidden, right? Like people got to click on it, right? So just add it in there just so that it's foolproof. People can find it easy.
Okay.
And then you can add your target audience that you're speaking to and use symbols like this. And you can just come to my profile and copy these if you want. They're just meant to like help things stand out because you can't do typical editor stuff like bolding and italicizing and headlines and all that. So,
Okay.
so you gotta use stuff like this to make it stand out. So, what I would do if I was you is I would create a few of these headlines and then right below it some information that would be relevant to them. So one might be the actual retail sales, like are you looking for eco-friendly eco-friendly consumers, something to that effect of like speaking to that audience, people that are looking for your products, right? And then you could have some information about Pila and the product itself, and then again add a link in here with some arrows or something to make it stand out. These aren't clickable because you can't put clickable links in here, which sucks. But
Okay.
and then you might also have another one that's just for retailers and distributors, right? Eco-friendly product retailers and distributors. Are you looking for XYZ? We have these product lines. We can work with you to be able to stock your shelves with our product.
Okay.
And then again, you'd put a link that's relevant to them that would be not just about the homepage of the product, but actually how do you work with distributors if you have that content yet.
Okay. Okay.
And then the last thing in there is you can add links on the summary section. You can upload them as media. So let me show you what I mean by that when I'm in my editor. So down in the summary section here, if I just roll over this, there's this little box with the plus sign here.
Mm-hmm.
And when you click on that, you can add a link to a website, you can add a link to a video, you can add a link to a brochure, or you can upload a brochure. You can do all of the above, right?
Okay.
And when you do upload those, you're going to want to indicate in the title what it is. So for example, this one here on mine is a video, so I put on the front of it video, right?
Yeah, sorry, Trevor.
Yeah, no
Lady
worries.
just showed me her princess dress. Nice
Oh.
dress, lady. Okay, see you later.
Nice.
Okay.
The challenge is working from home, eh?
Yeah, it's all good though.
Yeah. So yeah, so you want to add those things and put a title on it that says video. So you might like put the the promo video that we had created a long time ago for Pila on there,
Right. Okay.
and then a link to the homepage, and then if you have any kind of reports or anything that's been done up like PDF style, you can add those too. So here's an example of one that we have, which is a case study for one of our clients.
Okay.
And those look like when somebody actually clicks on them, they open up in a window like this, and then they can play the video right here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then
or like links to like articles or like that
Yeah.
type of thing. Okay.
yeah, anything that's going to help your buyer make a decision without having to click away from LinkedIn.
Okay. Or like testimonials.
Yeah. The less work that they have to do to find out more information about you, the better.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, if you have any kind of video testimonials or reviews that have been done on the product, which I know you have some YouTube reviews and stuff,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you're going to want to gather some of that info and added in here too.
Okay. Cool. And then I don't want to keep you much longer here, but can you just show me one more step of how you would search, like on your
Yeah,
account there, like
for sure. So the next step, once you have your profile optimized, which is a place I would start, and I'll send you this, what we've done here, but I'll also send you another video that's all about profile optimization that talks more about this. And then I can send you a link to, I can set you up with the training program as well, the Linked Influence one.
Okay, cool.
So there's lots of stuff in there, but you can take a look at that, because the other things that you're going to want to do too, Jeremy, is you want to set up a company page for Open Mind Developments.
Oh, okay.
And because you see how Stantec here, see how you're attached to Stantec?
Yeah.
So you need to create a company page in order to actually do that. Yeah.
So I could create one for Open Mind Developments and Pila Case.
Yeah, I would create one for Pila Case, and then I would create an experience for each one of those, right? As being as being current, you know.
Okay.
Then that way you can speak about both of them separately, right? Because then it'll show that, like, okay, this is kind of its own business, but here's the parent company.
Right. Okay.
Just helps tell the story better. And it also allows you the opportunity to create a page that's just about the company, and then Beth can attach hers to Pila as well.
Oh, okay.
Then it shows you have employees and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
And then once you got that done, then it's a matter of finding those people, and you have access to this advanced search with a free account, but again, with a premium account, you're going to be able to see more profiles. So when I do a search, if I find 10,000 people, you're only going to be able to view 100 because you have a free account. If you have a premium account, you can view up to 1,000.
Okay.
And I'll show you why that's important here in a second. But
okay.
So what you would be doing, it wouldn't necessarily be location-based, or I guess it might be industry-based you're looking for. Like if we're looking for like retail or something. Yeah, so here's retail, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's retail as an industry. And if you use the keyword like eco-friendly, let's just try that for now and see what comes up.
Okay.
Not much. So 36 results. So I wouldn't rely on that. The problem with using the industry tag is that sometimes people don't actually denote themselves as being retail. Sometimes they'll say there's something else, right?
Okay. Or
so,
buyer. Or
yeah. So if I take retail off of there, you see now I get 2,200 results. And if I do something like eco-friendly retailer, I get 0. Okay. Sustainable. There's 37. So that's not a ton either. What's some other keywords that they would use? Environment.
Environmentally friendly.
I'm not spelling that right, am I?
No, you're missing an N.
It's funny how many other people misspelled it though, eh? Look at that. I'm going to leave that in there just as an example. So
okay.
There's also things you can do on this search where if you go end, A-N-D in all caps, it'll capture those and whatever else you put in here. So environmentally friendly. And you see I'm putting it in quotes. That just means that has to be, those two words have to be together in the search.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I don't want and, I want or. Because if it's and, it has to have both of those things in there. So with or, now I get 46,000, right? And retailer. There's 444 right there. So they're not always going to be targets per se, but the point of this is to start to narrow down to who your potential target audience might be, because what you're going to do next is you're going to start viewing those people's profiles, and as a result, they'll view you back, and then you're going to get some people that'll reach out to you directly, But more importantly is you're going to be able to see who's looking at you and be able to look at them and analyze like, oh, there's a good potential prospect. So to do that, am I overloading you yet?
No, that's good.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think if it's better to, there's that data.com or Salesforce. You can get some good data just on like searching buyer at whatever, whole earth provision or something like that. Or if I find like the eco-friendly companies that I want to approach, and then just trying to find the actual people there.
Yeah, you can do it that way too, to be much more targeted, to just find the right people, right?
Yeah.
So, because you can search based.
Okay.
Yeah, you can search based on current company too, right?
Okay.
So if you find the companies, if you got a list of 100 companies that you know that you want to approach, you can use this advanced search to actually find them and then find the decision maker in that company and be much more strategic about it, you know?
So you can search by company.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this right here is like casting a wider net. You don't know what you're going to get with this, but you're going to catch something, and you're going to get somebody that's going to look back at you and go, wow, your products look amazing. We have a conference and we'd like to have you be a part of it. Or we have these stores and we want to distribute, you know?
Okay.
And then if you use a tool like this one, it's called Autopilot for LinkedIn. What it does is it allows you can see it up at the top here in black. It allows you to automatically view those profiles that you have set up in a saved search, okay? So if we assume that this was your saved search, which you're going to want to dig a little further and just, try and find the exact type of person.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Or what?
Hit save search.
Then you would hit save search, yeah, and you would say, well, mine are already full, but it would give you the option to edit this, and you might just edit the title to say like environmentally friendly retailers, right?
Okay.
And then when you have it on this save search, you can run this tool where you can set your options on how many profiles it'll view per day. It'll do up to 1,200, and then you can choose how often you view them. So if you don't want to view them every day, if you're running this tool, you can say, every 15 days, you don't want to view them more than once in a 15-day period.
Meaning that every 15 days it'll spit out this list again, or how does it work?
No, it just means that because you got to manually do this. So this one's ready to go. If I just click yes on this, it'll start viewing these people's profiles. It's asking me if I want to download them. I say, no, I don't want to right now. And there you go. So it's saying attempting to visit. And now it'll visit. Once it's done, it'll show it as yellow. Visited. There you go. So it's something where you can just set it and forget it, let it run. Don't close the browser down, but let it run.
Oh, and then all those full profiles will be opened up.
No, it's just going to visit these people's profiles using your profile.
Oh, just showing them that you took an interest in them.
Yeah, it shows, It's confirming that, yes, you visited that profile and viewed it. Now they're going to see that on their end, because I'm just going to cancel that. But you get emails as a LinkedIn user to say, people are viewing your profile, and it'll show photos, and then they can go and explore and go, who's this guy, right? Oh, he's looking for retailers. Hey, I got a store, right?
Okay, cool.
So you can see how, there's a lot of steps to it, but if you get to the point where you've set up 7 saved searches, you can then just go in every morning, click on one of them, start this tool and run it, and you're going to get more people viewing your profile.
Ah, that's neat.
Yeah, and then you might want to do what you said, which is get your list of 100 targets and then find them specifically on LinkedIn and do those things I was telling you, with either connect with them or send them an in-mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. So this guy here, and just let me know if you get to this point and you got any questions about it, but that's that. Autopilot for LinkedIn.
Sounds good.
But that's the main stuff, man.
Okay, no, that's really good. And then just the stuff I have in my background right now, is that kind of just bullets, kind of highlights, is that good enough? Or what?
In here?
Yeah, like if you look at like that.
Yeah, it's okay. Like anything that you have for your career, it just shows experience in the area that you're in, you know?
Okay.
Ideally, you want this experience section, though, to, again, just always read to your target audience, right? Like, why would people be interested in open mind developments, you know?
Okay.
Not necessarily what you do in your role with that company, because nobody cares, you know?
Right.
They want to know, how can this benefit me? What's the story behind this? Can I relate to it? Can I sell it?
Okay.
So if you think in that way when you're building out your content for this, then that'll be helpful.
Okay.
And look at mine if you got questions, because there's lots.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, that's awesome. That helps a lot. Thank you.
Cool. So I'll send you over a couple more things on email, just a video that outlines more of this stuff that we just talked about for the profile optimization side of things.
Okay.
And then I'll also send you the training for, what should be the best one that I could send you? Probably I'll send you this one here. So it's a program that I have called the 30-Day Sales Machine. It basically walks a person through how to run a campaign on LinkedIn. So there's a video. Yeah, this is probably most relevant to you. So there's video 2 is all about those premium accounts. So if you get to that point, you're like, oh shit, which one am I supposed to buy? You watch this video, it'll tell you exactly which one to get.
Okay.
Cool. And how to get 30 free days and all that.
Okay, and the campaign would be like, for example, what you were doing with Trueleaf, like seeking investors. And then you actually run a specific campaign.
Yeah, or what we just went through. Yeah, because it's like there's a video in here on how to optimize your profile for a campaign, and I talk about what we just did, which is change your headline so that it speaks to whoever you're trying to reach. Not everybody, just that target audience.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Cool.
And then there's tools and stuff in here too. It depends on how far you want to dig, but I've got like worksheets to help you identify your target audience and use the advanced search. And then like this one here called awareness is how to use that autopilot for LinkedIn tool. So it walks you step by step through it.
Man, look at all this stuff. Good work. How much you charge for this?
We charge, retail we charge $1,000, but we haven't sold it for that price. We sell it for $300 right now.
And how's it going?
Good. We've I don't even know. We've probably sold 50 or 60 so far.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. And it's all a part of like an upsell process too, because I've still got this program, the Linked Influence. So when people buy this one, which is more, this one here, it was the other one I was thinking about giving you, but there's just so much stuff in here, it would confuse you.
Yeah.
But it's...
Okay, no, the simple one's better. Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing, you're charging on 97.
This one's 97, and then we upsell after this saying, hey, since you bought this, you might like this too, because the 30-Day Sales Machine one is really geared towards people that want to use this as a lead generation tool, not just a branding and marketing tool.
Okay.
So...
No, that's cool.
The training in here where my LinkedIn profile optimization video in here is 9 minutes. The videos that are in here are like 45 minutes.
Okay.
Because it goes through everything, you know?
Cool.
But
and when you say we, is that you and Mike, or is this you and your team? Your
no,
other helpers?
This one here is owned by LinkedIn to Leads, so our business here, and Mike isn't involved in that. But I have a partnership with a guy in the States that I'm partnered with on this one.
Is that Lewis, or is that...
No, it's his old business partner.
Okay, so you bought... He sold that to you, or that part of it? Or
no, I have a publishing deal with this guy, essentially. So I'm the face and the content creator, and he owns the property, and he has the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he just gives me a percentage of sales for building the content and keeping it updated.
Oh, and that's that big list?
Yeah.
When you showed me, I remember when I was there, you sent out an assistant. to like 300,000 people or something like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then this one we own, but I have a deal with him where we give him 50% of all sales because he helps manage this websites and all the sales and the support and all that kind of stuff. But in all honesty, that's one of my biggest headaches right now. I'm actually pretty, you know what, I'm 98% convinced that I need to pull it from him right now because he's not pulling up his end of the bargain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And not paying his bills.
Yeah. Jeez.
So, but yeah, it's all starting to kind of come together, you know, like it's,
Man.
that's why I created this, this header on mine because it represents, all the things that I have now, you know,
Yeah, it's a lot of content you got out there.
so,
Lots of work, right? Yeah.
oh, yeah.
So,
Leveraging other people is the key to it all too. Like
Yeah.
I could never do all this stuff on my own. It's just way too much.
that's good to know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But it'd be nice to be able to find some more government funding. We went, I don't know if I told you, but we pursued that Canada job grant stuff for, did you hear about that one?
No, I haven't heard. I remember you were going to. I think you asked me a few questions on what we had done, and then, yeah, you're looking into it. And what happened?
Well, it was a program that was geared towards skills training for employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And entrepreneurs were also qualified for it as self-employed. And they could get, I forget what it was up to like 60% or 70% of the fees for a training program covered. And so we focused on it exclusively like February, March, April, May of this year and had like $250,000 in applications in for our clients that were like, or our potential prospects. They were like, yeah, let's do it. If I get approved, I'm in, you know?
Yeah.
And we got approved for like the first 3 and we were like, this is awesome. Like we're going to be able to build our business around this, exactly what it's for, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And that's truly helping people.
Yeah. And then they just stopped replying to people. They wouldn't give any responses as to the status of our applications. And then like 3 months went by and they denied a bunch of our clients for the exact same thing that they approved people for 3 months ago.
Oh my God.
And then they wouldn't give us straight. Like we have clients, not one of our clients, because we probably ended up with about 60 or 70 grand go through, and not one of them have received a penny back from the government yet.
Oh my God.
It's a disgrace, man. Like it really soured me on the idea of actually pursuing grants ever again. Because
it's a waste of, you're right. It really has to, because it takes a lot of time. Right?
Oh yeah.
Is it a waste of time?
Yeah. And when it's different if it's employee focused, like you're trying to hire somebody, because that's not a public thing. But when we were approaching people and saying, hey, you can get what we sell for a third of the price, and then they get denied, and then you try and convince them to pay full price, they just won't do it.
No.
Because they already have it planted in their head that, oh, I could have got this for 1,000. Now you want 3?
Exactly.
So never again. I want nothing to do with that. But maybe it's just the fact that the government was going to be changing and they, you know.
Well, they don't know. They can't make a decision there.
Yeah.
And it's something new, right, that they've never done before. So
yeah,
no one's going to stick their neck out.
And government employees,
exactly.
Going through the motions.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Good stuff. I don't want to keep you any longer, but I really appreciate that.
Cool. All right.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, no problem. I'll send you over this video then and the other stuff and just let me know how you're making out.
Okay, thanks. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Have a great week.
All right, you too. See you, bud.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.